15. 16. 23. 24.
'No fireworks, so to speak, but that's because of the way the frames have panned out. You know, we had a 41 from Matthew. Then we had a 52 from Ronnie in a frame that he almost lost. Matthew needing a snooker and got it and had a chance. And then Ronnie's 66. So the standard's been pretty good. Frames have been a little bit awkward. But
35.
There's the highest break by both players. But
36.
yeah, it looks like 4-0 to the Rocket.
$40. 41.
Looking a bit disappointed he finished straight there with his 50 in front. He just needs one more red or two more reds to make absolutely short. A little bit disappointed he's obviously finished straight on the blue because he can't do an awful lot with this now. And this is where being ambidextrous really helps. This would be a really tough
46.
red. You have to play it with the rest.
$47. 49.
Just the one pot. He had a quick glance at the scoreboard. He knows he only needs this red. So he's I detected a slight yawn there from Matthew. Well, maybe he should waken up very quickly because this frame's not over yet.
49.
It'd be very difficult, but at least he's still in this, says Matthew. The blue was awkward there. That's what caused him to miss that. He's got to get all blacks though. Yeah, he hasn't got into any rhythm at all, Matthew. He hasn't really had a chance in amongst the balls. And that's finished awkward because of the red next to the black. He can't take that pot on and try and get on the black. Be interesting to see what Ronnie plays here. He'd love to knock the black safe, but he's coming around to have a look. If he played the red onto the black, he might plant it into the pocket. That's why he's not attempting that. Well, he is now. What way is he going to play it? He could play the one next to the pink down off that. The pink might send the black into an awkward spot. But it's the one next to the black he's playing.
Held the cue ball at this end of the table, which makes it more difficult, Matthew. Matthew Stevens is just coming up to 44 minutes since he last spotted a ball. And that can seem a lifetime when you're out there.
I have a sneaky feeling Matthew will be heading straight to the practice room. Get that rhythm back that he badly needs. And that should be the end of this frame. And it's been a bad start for the Welshman. He just hasn't had a chance in the balls.
One.
Still a long time to go in this match, but we mentioned earlier 5-3 is about the worst you can do in the first session to not put yourself under a great deal of pressure.
Four.
But Ronnie has kept that
Five.
focus, Willie, and he's been patient. The frames went a little scrappy, didn't bother him. He's managed to win them.
$12. $30.
Now watch this positional shot here. Have a look at that.
18.
It's a thing of beauty when he's...
Oh, absolutely. Then it's just the cue ball movement
19.
he gets, and he didn't particularly hit that shot hard, but it just generated the spin. It hasn't been vintage O'Sullivan, but it's been perfect match play. He's in front
25.
in this session on Matthew in every department, the safety department, pace of the table, obviously scoring.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew had a chance to win
28.
either of the first two frames, but didn't quite manage it.
But it seems there's already a lot of work to do for Matthew Stevens. Ronnie O'Sullivan not quite on fire, but still leads by 4 frames to 0.
Well, what a decisive start for the 3-time world champion Ronnie O'Sullivan, and I wonder how Matthew Stevens will reflect upon that, having put so much effort in and got absolutely nothing, Ken.
Yeah, he must find himself very unlucky to be, particularly be 2-0 down. I think he got a little bit careless in that last frame to let Ronnie in to make a frame-winning break. But I think for Matthew Stevens and Matthew Stevens fans is don't panic whatever you do. There's a long way to go in this match. If he can get out of this, 5-3 down or even 6-2, there's still an awful long way. And as Woody said in commentary, it's a very valid point that you should play your own game. You're not playing Ronnie O'Sullivan, you're playing the table. Don't even think about who you're playing, who's in the other chair. Think about your own game, how good you are, be confident, and don't worry about, because if you can keep that guy in the chair, it's whatever you do on the table, and that's very, very important in this long match.
OK, Ken, thank you very much. Well, they're off for their break, but we'll reflect on the other semi-final, which features the highest-ranked player left in the draw, the world number 6, Stephen Maguire of Glasgow, up against Ali Carter, former runner-up in this great championship 4 years ago. Let's just take you into the inner workings of the Scotsman's mind for a bit, shall we?
I don't know if it's good, but I'm probably the most stubborn person there is in the world. But I don't know if that's... people say that's negative, but I like to think it quite positive. I really got an ambition that I want to fulfil. You know, with the kids growing up and that, I would just like to be a good dad. I don't go to the pubs in Glasgow city centre anymore. We've got our own little locals. My perfect day on a Saturday would be going to the pub with the boys and watching the coupon, winning some money. My wife's taught me well. I don't think there'll be many cleaners that mad when they come in to make the bed and stuff. I'm usually quite tidy. Probably tightest with Jamie Burnett and John Higgins. I'd prefer not to play them, but you know, once you got on the table, then you have to put that aside. Winning my first ranking event, that was quite special because it was quite a big landmark at the time. And then winning the UK more or less cut a month after that when the family were there. That was, you know, that was quite sweet.
Well, the